Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. You talk about this Rams defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Young going to give to Brooks. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Panthers at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down. Now here's Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll throw again. Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Brooks is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you're outplaying their defense as well. And that's what they did in the last game.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On first down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. They go back to the ground with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now it's Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
From the red zone now, Stafford. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Mitchell is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Young will set to throw. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3-3. Hey, check mega. 49, check 49. Yellow, go. Ready.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Yellow, 43. 38.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Right?
Check, 48's the mic. I got him.
A run on first down with Shipley. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Strike. Check, strike. Ready, ready.
On 2nd down, Brooks. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Check, nickel, nickel, nickel. Patch it, patch it.
In motion, the tight end.
48.
They'll try it now with Brooks. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, L.A. Davante Adams. As the first half is winding down. And the Rams have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey. 4 down. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
This time they stay on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken around the 12. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Young now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Black shot.
SOS.
Drill 52. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
10 cycles. Ready, go.
Here's Brooks. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Max 57. 57's wrong. Know your job. Bang.
Once again, it's Brooks. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right there.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
17.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Blue striker.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, check. 57's Mike. Mike, 57. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Xavier Legette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is now 21-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Let's go, D.
Here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. Pass complete there to Nacua. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw, Stafford. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the gun, here's Stafford. This pass complete to Melton. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down and 4. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his 1st career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Yellow, 22. 6. Madden.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. And let's pin the mirror.
Young to throw it.
This ball taken in here by Brooks.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Young here, you can see, changing the play.
Check, 43. Focus, defense, focus.
Slice blue.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Check 4. He's coming.
Hey, blue.
He's coming. Double up. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Now Young. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Pick me up. Here we go.
Eat old blue.
57's the mic. Mike 57. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Young. That's caught left. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Williams will try again. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Touchdown, Rams. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes second down.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Young. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of them.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal, and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Brooks, and that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Check 26.
Young to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
On 3rd down, they go with Brooks. And he's got a 1st down to the 40-yard line, but the clock runs.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now Young.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT.
And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game.
Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now it's Stafford. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down here.